You weren't screaming and hollering, but they riding because their own woe, because now the world and the things, the crooked things that's going on is now affecting them. Okay, now people that was coming to America, okay, to live off the Israelites back of what we built, along with the so-called white man, okay, now they feeling the pain because why? Everything is going down, economically it's going down, okay, and soon it's going to go down physically through World War III, okay, by the hand of the Most High and the Son, and the angels, and the true man of the Lord.
That's what's being prepared. That's why when they tried to call for the ceasefire over between Israel and Gaza, it immediately failed. That's why the ISIS group continues to take more and more military bases in Syria and Iraq. That's why more and more people are dying over in the Ukraine.
That's right.
Okay? That's why the Ebola virus is spreading all through Africa and hopefully soon different parts, different continents around the world. Okay? Brothers talking about how the economic turmoil is going on. Down in Argentina, they had another collapse in their stock market. And just recently here in the U.S., the Dow Jones is starting to drop. Okay? Right? It dropped 200 points the other day, and today it dropped 300 points. So we out here telling you that all this stuff is prophesied in the Bible, man. We've been telling you about Jacob's trouble. You reading here in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, is clearly describing to you future events. All right? Because this place is ruled in wickedness. And it's evident. You can't get around it.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Go ahead. Your piece of oh,
you can finish it.
Okay, go ahead.
God. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 4.
Right.
Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High...
Wait. How do you... He said well understand. Because you measure the times and you know that this book is accurate. That's how you understand. You know it ain't no fairy tale. You know that pastors back in the day when you were going to church with your mama, that they was trying to feed you fairy tales to enter your pockets when you didn't have no money to begin with.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
God. That the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Right. And the world don't know how to take this right now. You know why? For one, it's not meant for everybody. Okay? For two, it's about the Israelites going back to the Father and having been in captivity for all these hundreds of years, just like in Pharaoh's time, which you know the Pharaoh is ruling today, in this time. Okay? When Moses went to get the Israelites out, he didn't get everybody else. It was about the Israelites getting out of captivity, okay, and going to the land. It's the same thing now. We've been under you so-called white people for hundreds of years. And you think that's going to continue? No, it ain't going to continue. That's right. Okay? Okay? Everything that you have sown in the earth is going to come back on you 1,000-fold, a millionfold.
That's right.
Things that we can't even think of is going to happen, man. Okay? We only know what's written, but it's things in between that, like you say, the Lord said we prophesy in part, and we know in part. There's things in between these prophecies he was telling you that's going to happen. It's going to be very surprising. Right. Not surprising, but surprising. Because we know the Lord can do anything. Okay? Go ahead.
2nd Ezra 9 and 5. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end.
Right. But hey, somebody get Esau's in the world real quick. It has a beginning and an end. So we understand through the scriptures that this is the so-called white man world. Somebody get Job 9:24, because he gave the earth to the hand of the wicked to rule for prophecy. He gave it to the hand of the wicked to rule for prophecy. But he thought he's gonna carry this on forever. Somebody get Psalms 49:11. He thought he was gonna carry this on forever, not knowing there's a judgment coming.
Yeah, that's right.
Not even thinking about in history who just lasted forever being wicked. He had to, I mean, the big bully got to go down at some point.
Right.
Okay? You got it? Go ahead, read that.
2nd Ezra 6, verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him.
Right.
Jacob's hand held first of the heel of Esau.
Right, because Esau came out first, as you know. He came out first, and Jacob held their heel. But that represented something. That didn't happen just for no reason. The Lord did that purposely. Go ahead.
Verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world.
For Esau is the end of the world. So you got to figure out who Esau is, because he's the end, not a big old comic. He's the end of the world. Not a big old comic comes and everybody dying. So we've been oppressed for all these years, and then the comic gonna come and take everybody.
Right.
Nobody's gonna survive. The end of the world. Okay? But if you lost, you look at the movies, only the elite survive.
Right.
So this whole society is confusion.
Right.
That's why it's called the Babylon.
The so-called white man can't
He
foresee
twists everything. That's right.
foresee his own destruction. So
He proud.
when he talks about the end of the world, everybody's afraid.
Right. Why? Because he can't see himself in slavery. He can't see himself bound down to the Lord, because in his mind, the Lord is a nigger. In his mind, he's not bound down to him. But hey,
Then the only time he shows himself as a slave, he makes the people rule in apes
right, and animals.
and animals.
Right. Why? Why? Because we're half of a human. If you ask him, and in scientists, you learn that in school. Like that's the real deal. Go ahead, brother.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it.
Right. Esau is the end of this age, because this is his world. So the end of the world has never been a destruction to the point where nobody exists anymore.
Right.
It's been a transition from one world to the next. Okay? And this transition is talking about from wickedness to righteousness.
Right.
Okay? But don't think because it's going to be a righteous world that the people who are being wicked in the other world ain't going to pay.
Right.
They going to feel a lot of things, and they going to think we're wicked for it.
Right.
Like, this is not right. How you going to put me in the pit and visit me a whole year later, man? His bones showing, you know what I'm saying? His skin is rotting out. That ain't wicked, that's righteous judgment.
Right.
Okay, and it says that in Revelations 13 and 9. Somebody can get that. Go ahead. Go ahead, son.
This is Zephaniah chapter 1 and 11. How are you in habitation of Maktish, for all the merchants' people are cut down.
Right. Your Wall Street, these people, these bankers, they gonna have, because why? They can't keep printing money forever, man. You can't just keep printing money for eternity with no consequences. Okay? I don't care how long it go from now. I don't care if it's 2 years. It don't matter.
Look at Zimbabwe. That's a prime example, man. They're the corners. They basically, when you think of hyperinflation and economics, you think of Zimbabwe, man.
That's right.
They're doing basically what America's doing right now. Just print a gang of money, man.
Yeah. All over
Is that the country that got like, what is it? Billion?
Yeah, $1 notes.
That's right, man. Come on, man. You can't continue to live that way and succeed
That's right.
all the way to the finish line. Now the finish line is gonna be a missile. Destruction. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 18. The wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous, and the transgressor for the upright. So we're going to take everything,
Man.
read that in Job 20th chapter, it talks about how he heaped all the stuff onto himself just to vomit it up.
Right.
Why is he vomiting it up? Because the righteous men, there's going to be a transitional period.
That's right.
From him having the fatness of the earth until the children of Israel having the fatness of the earth, man, and ruling on a right-hand vibration, on a righteous vibration, man.
That's right.
So we're going to take the wicked for ransom, man.
Right.
We're going to have them as slaves,
That's right.
all right?
Whether it's us or not,
Right?
because Israel's gonna get saved. We're just doing the work hoping that it's us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. If you coming new in this truth, you always gotta rewind it back to being humble. Because sometimes you can get carried away. Because that has happened. I've gotten carried away. You know what I'm saying? It's happened to everybody. Okay?
Real quick. Proverbs 29 and 23. A man's pride shall bring him low,
Ooh,
but
man.
honor shall uphold the humble in spirit.
Right. That's right. The humble in spirit. You always gotta stay humble. Now, when you first get in the truth, man, you're gonna be moving fast. Right. Now it's gonna be coming at you, and it's gonna be a time you're gonna have to just slow your head down, because you're gonna be too puffed up. Because now it's puffing you up. Okay? But the Lord has somebody tell you off, man.
Yep.
And your feelings gonna be hurt. You have to just chill out. Like, you know what? I was tripping. I need to humble myself. Because at the end of the day, that's who the Lord's coming for. The meek and the humble.
Coming to this truth, and then you go to the barber shop talking all types of shit.
Right.
You know? You need to just keep it to yourself.
That's right.
That's right.
Then you got an old barbershop nigga talking about Mayat, Jehudi's shit that you ain't really studied. Now you like, man, I don't know about that, man. But I know some people that can cut you. You don't know, come on out here to get cut in the barbershop. Now you want to bring them up before us.
This goes perfect what you're saying. Saying slow down. This is Sirach 11 and 11. Sorry, 11. There is one that laboreth and taketh pains and maketh haste and is so much more behind. Again, there is another that is slow, hath need of help, wanting ability and full of poverty, yet the eye of the Lord looketh upon him for good and set him up from his low estate.
Now, let me say this. Now, that's when you come in the truth, when you moving too fast.
That's right.
Because it's a process, man. You get the milk, and then you start getting to those meats. But there's different kinds of meats, man.
That's right.
You got chicken. It's a little softer. You know what I mean? You got different levels, man. When you come in the truth, man. I've been guilty of it. I think every brother been guilty at some point.
Okay.
But just speaking for myself, you move so fast that there are certain things beforehand. If you don't move back and grab those things that you left behind on the wayside, you're gonna keep moving forward all the way out the truth, man. All the way to a missile, because you didn't humble yourself and move back. Because the Lord will tell you, whether it's your conscience or whether it's he has somebody else come tell, like, look, man, you know what I'm saying? I understand you know this, that's cool, you know this, but you forgetting this part, you forgetting that part, you forgetting that part. Those are the important things that you need to pay attention to, because those are the things that can keep you out this truth and have you outside of the truth bugged out. Man, the men of the Lord cursing them out, making videos. Just
say this: you can't come into the truth and go from being at the Baptist church or whatever he was doing to breaking down Daniel 11. It don't work like that.
That's right.
If you just look at in fighting, for example, if y'all seen the movie Never Back Down, I always like to go in the movies. He had that white boy, he wanted to pretty much go whoop some other white boy who was a badass around the school. And so he tried to go into the fighting dojo, and he thought he was really badass. He's gonna take on some dude who was smaller than him. He got his ass whooped because he didn't know what he was doing. Because he wanted to move too fast. It's the same thing in the scriptures. You gotta start at Amos 9:8, Jeremiah 14:2. You gotta start, and then next thing you know, you going into the second Ezra, the 9th chapter. You going more into destruction. You more into the virgin birth.
Wait. You can't. You can't come in the truth and then try to leap to Har's level or other Gabar's level and other men around them, and other men around the globe that's been in it for multiple years. You can't do that. But you have situations where brothers try to do that. Yeah. Because they want to be seen like they're on this hard slide level, but they ain't reality, man. Reality, you need to chill, you need to keep studying, okay? You need to get this word and eat it.
That's perfect.
All right?
Yeah. You was talking about movie examples. It's just like watching The Matrix. When you see Neo, he get all this information and he's like, I know Kung Fu. Morpheus is like, show me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he get his ass whooped and he starts trying to jump over buildings. You fall flat on your face because you don't know nothing yet.
Right, brother, humble yourself. Right, boy. See, I got a quick one.
This is Sirach 3:21. Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee.
Right. Hey. Why? Because the Lord gives each individual their own measure, man. And also, he gives us a lot of the same measures as well. But there's certain things, a brother, like, for example, you know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm real heavy in the chair. That's just me. The Lord put that in my spirit that way. Okay? So I can go around a certain way the next brother might can't. He might be heavy in brotherly love and how you supposed to be brother in this truth. Well, guess what I gotta do? I gotta step back and say, you know what? This brother knows the scriptures better than I do on that section. Right. I'm saying, I can't be like, no, look, brother, I'm on the church, I can do this. No, I'm not dumb. I know myself, and I know what I'm on point on. I know what I'm lacking, and you got to know that. You got to know your individual measure. And read that again.
Gun. This is Sirach 3:21. Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee.
Right. So you can't be trying to leap over a lot of stuff you need to know, try to get to, man, this super ancient history and break it down and go in here. Now you can, but the whole point, you got to take your time, because Before you know it, you're straining your brain trying to figure something out that your brain ain't ready for.
Right.
That's why you gotta look at your measure. As the body of the Lord,